like you know what I'm about, baby.
What is up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Sakira, aka your favorite cosmic fairy. But if you're not new, you already knew that, period. If you're not new, you also knew that your girl has been MIA for a little bit. Listen, I needed the hiatus, you guys. It was necessary. So I said, let me come back to the YouTube because, first of all, I miss pulling cards for you guys, and second of all, I miss vibing and connecting, and I hope you guys missed me because I'm ready. We got some tea, right? We're gonna start it off real simple. We're getting into what do your guys want you to know at this time, just any messages that are coming through for the collective. So if you guys are ready, I'm gonna give you a close-up of the crystals because I didn't pull any cards. I'm gonna pull them in real time. I just feel like, I don't know, I just feel like pulling cards on camera, so that's what we're gonna do. But group one, you guys are going to be the jade stone, and again I'm going to give you the close-up, but you guys are going to be jade. Group two, you guys are going to be the purple amethyst, and group three, you guys are going to be the moonstone. I almost forgot what this was for a second, but don't be forgetting the new moon in Taurus, Sakira. Like, I hope for you guys, you know, you set your intentions, you did what you needed to do. I did a little candle ritual, you know what I'm saying, and it was nice. I had a good time writing my petition and, you know what I'm saying, burning my, it's so funny, I actually used this candle right here. So let me plug my homegirl real quick, you guys. I don't even know why I picked up the crystals, but my homegirl Janasmine, my good sis, made this candle. She makes candles, she makes all types of products, oils, you know what I'm saying, she sells crystals. Check out her shop. I will link her store in the description below, but she made this road opener, and let me tell you, the roads that have been opening for me since I've been burning this bad boy. I got this back in like April, and then like random things were just popping off for me, like abundance was coming through the cracks a little bit, and I'm like, okay, cool, I see you. So you know what I'm saying, I love this candle. It smells like banana pudding. Like, come on, really? So get you one of these road openers. That was my little shameless plug for my friend. And I guess now we could get into it, you guys. Let me give you guys the close-up real quick, and then we'll get into pile one, followed by two, and then three. So let's do it. All right, you guys, welcome to the group selection, the crystal selection. So group one, you guys are going to be the beautiful green jade stone. We love her, period. Group two, you guys are going to be the beautiful amethyst, translucent vibe, you know what I'm saying? Who doesn't love a good amethyst crystal? Mercury retrograde shadow period. Get it together. Okay, group three, you guys are going to be the moonstone, and I feel like this is so fitting because we definitely just had that new moon in Taurus the other day. So you guys, you know what to do. Look them over, you know what I'm saying, take a gander. I like to go with the numerology of the pile sometimes too. So like if I've been seeing, let's say, angel number 111 for group one, angel number 222 for group two, angel number 333 for group three, right? Maybe your life path 1, 2, or 3. Maybe you just like the numbers 1, 2, or 3, or maybe you like a couple numbers, right? You guys don't have to just go with one pile. You can go with as many as you feel to, whatever calls out to you, whatever speaks to you, right? If you guys want to pause this, feel free, you know what to do. Some people like to pause it to connect deeper with spirit. You know, take some breaths, set some intentions, maybe pray, maybe you chant, maybe, you know, whatever you do. If you want to do that, now is the time. Group one, we're going to go ahead and get started with you. Groups two and three, I will see you at your time-stamped piles or groups, and that's it. All right, group one, if you chose the jade crystal, let's get some messages from your guides, from spirit. Let's see what you need to know, what it is that you need to hear at this time. So group one, what shall we start with? Let's start with this. I was torn between this Sacred Travelers Oracle and this Black Moon Astrology deck, but we're gonna start off with the Sacred Travelers Oracle. And you guys, you know what? I think I might, because usually I try to keep the order consistent between each group, but I'm feeling a little sporadic today. So maybe I will change the order of how I'm gonna use the cards for each group, depending on how I feel intuitively. But let's get into it, you guys. For group one, Spirit, any messages coming through for the viewers of group 1, those who selected and chose group 1, those who resonated with Jade or the numerology of group number 1. We have wise leader. You are a beacon for others and gates of triumph. Success expands in your life. Ooh, it's giving lead by example. First of all, group number 1. It's giving, some of you guys could be life path number 1s, right? Where leading is just in your nature at that point. But it feels like some of you guys are going to have success and you're going to be, you know, an example of what abundance looks like to other people. Maybe you had people who didn't, and this is just like a download coming through, right? But maybe you had people who didn't necessarily believe in you or believe in the path that you chose to take, right? The door that you chose to walk through. And I feel like you're going to have people, even if you look, I never noticed this before, but there's people like back here, shadowy figures in the background, right? Maybe you're going to have people in the background watching as you take the lead of your own life and really succeed beyond your wildest dreams, taking shelter. The answers are within. So I definitely feel like some of you guys need to know right now, if this is not where you are, this is where Spirit wants you to be, right? I'm getting this vibe, group number 1, that you're needing to kind of sit with yourself and see what makes sense to you. Like, what is your truth? What matters to you? You know, what makes you feel like you're living your most authentic life? And I feel like that's where you will find success. Some of you guys have been questioning, like, you know, how can I have more success in my life? How can I, you know, succeed beyond where I am right now? How can I grow more? Maybe this is in your career, in your personal growth, right? Or development. Maybe it's in friendships. Maybe it's in whatever area of your life that this is. The success that you're looking for is in you living by your truest and most authentic example, right? Being who you truly are, regardless of the naysayers, regardless of people around you. And I feel like you're going to end up setting an example for people. Like, you don't, some of you guys could be people who like, you pave the way. What is the name for that? Like, not a trendsetter, like a pioneer. Some of you guys could be pioneers, right? Like in the making, doing things differently, maybe than your family, maybe than like the people around you, maybe than your teachers, or like, you know, the people who just have, your hard work is paying off. The people who just have, you know, come before you and they feel like there's one way to be or there's one way to do things. Step out of your comfort zone. Let's get one more for group 1. Look, we got show the world the real you. And I'll take this one. What do you need to release? So we got 4 for you guys. A personal issue reaches resolution. So yeah, some of you guys have been looking for the answers to, like, you know, how to get success, how to acquire success in your life. And I do feel like, first of all, that issue is about to reach resolution. Hold on, you guys. You know I got to fix the cards. Yeah, I know I got to fix the cards. Let's get this together real quick, and then we shall move on. Yeah, so maybe you've been looking for the answers again to like how you can expand, have more success in whatever area of your life. For a lot of you guys, it feels like business, it feels like career, it feels like you know, your life path as it pertains to like living your purpose and doing what you feel like you're called to do. Some of you guys are already putting in the work with one, and I feel like your guides want you to know, like, you're doing the right thing, you're on the right track. Like, this is confirmation for somebody. But some of you guys, you're needing to step out of your comfort zone, or you had to step out of your comfort zone, and the fact that you did that is now, you know, it's going to pay off. I feel like, again, you have those people in the back that are like, no, this is the way you need to do things. This is the path you need to go down, right? Like, this is the way that life is supposed to be. And some of you guys are like, I'm releasing that limiting belief. I'm releasing that mindset. I'm releasing, you know, those thought patterns that tell me that this is how life is supposed to go, or this is how I have to navigate life. I was telling you guys, it's like by being your most authentic version of yourself, life path ones. Some of you guys could be life path ones. I meant to say group number 1. But show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. So full moon again, releasing. What do you need to release? How have you not been being true to your most authentic self? Living in your truest and fullest purpose. And for a lot of you guys, although this is air sign energy, it's known as the water bearer. So I do feel like there are some emotions tied to the situation where maybe like I'm feeling like disappointment, especially if like the people who are, you know, trying to provide you with instruction or like maybe offering you like guidance or a template, right, for how your life is supposed to go. I feel like there could be a little bit of disappointment, especially if you're looking for the success and it's like, well, you know, I turned away from the advice of those who, you know, say that they care about me and those that I'm close to and connected with. to do my own thing, and I don't see the success yet. I don't see, you know, what I want to see, or I'm not where I want to be yet. The universe, your guides want you to know, like, you are definitely on your way. Keep going, because you're definitely going to set the tone for change. You're definitely going to have people looking at you in admiration, and they're going to understand why you needed to do things the way you needed to do things, right? And that's on period. Let's go into Black Moon Astrology now. Connecting with the energy of group number 1. Spirit, what messages do you have for group 1? The viewers of group 1. The selectors of group 1. North Node, life's purpose. Listen, come on, group number 1. I'm telling you. And this is interesting because the step out of your comfort zone is North Node energy as well. So some of you guys are definitely meant to be tapping into your, you know, your life's purpose, your life's passions, your life's path, like your personal path. We have Virgo, I analyze. They're saying to take it. Can we get one more? For group 1. Earth element, stability. We'll take it. Sun, spirit. We got 4. Okay. Overall energy for you guys, group number 1, is Scorpio, I transform. So here we go. Transforming some of those limiting beliefs. We have... there's a card in here that's like release negativity, and it's full moon in Scorpio or something like that. And I thought it was this card because it says, what do you need to release? But I am getting that scorpionic energy where there is like some type of inner transformation happening. Group 1, I feel like you guys are doing a lot of work on yourselves, like maybe getting to know yourselves, getting to understand yourselves, getting to understand, you know, what fuels you, what makes you feel good. Because with Sun spirit here, the Sun in astrology, it definitely talks about, like, you know, the ego. It talks about your personality, the core of your center, who you are at your most authentic self, right? Like your overall identity, you could say. And I feel like some of you guys are doing an identity shift, or you're, you know, just getting acquainted with your truest identity, right? Because I feel like there's a version of us that we're taught to be, and then there's a version of us that we become when we actually learn our own energy, when we get acquainted with our own energy, right? That energy of going within. And so I feel like some of you guys with this Virgo, I analyze, you can have this in your chart. If not, I feel like this is just the energy that you're embodying, where you may be analyzing what your life purpose is, you know, what you're here to do, what you feel called towards, what you naturally gravitate towards, right? And I feel like this is something that is going to not only bring you a lot of financial stability and security, but a lot of stability inside of your own being, right? Like it feels really stable to know who you are and what it is that you want to pursue, what it is that you want out of life. Again, with the Sun spirit, I feel like some of you guys are following your spirit, you're following your intuition, which is like, you know, following your calling, doing things your own way. But I feel like spirit is also saying, like, some of you guys are really getting acquainted with like the real you, like who you really are, like your spiritual essence almost, right? Your spiritual makeup. And that's what's really leading you in this successful direction right now. Before we get into tarot, I want to do this surrender deck and see what we got going on here. Y'all know I gotta fix the cards. Don't act like y'all don't know. Okay, group 1. What is it that you need to release at this time? For group 1, the viewers of group 1, the selectors of group 1, what do they need to release at this time? Surrender to non-action. Now is the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. So some of you guys may have pushed some people away, and you choosing to do things your own way. Like some people may not agree with this. Some people may have, like, you know, fallen off with you, or they just, like, you know, pull back their energy. And maybe some of you guys are like, you know, wanting to fix or mend certain bonds, or fix or mend certain relationships. And I feel like the universe is like, they'll come to you in due time. Remember, I was like, when they see your success, it's like that's when there will be that admiration, that acknowledgement of, okay, like I see why you needed to do things in your own way. I feel like that's this energy here. Some of you guys are wanting to deepen bonds and connections with people who can't understand your path or where you're at on your path right now. And that's okay, right? You send them love, you send them good energy, you send them positivity, and you continue to do what it is that you need to do. This one came out in reverse, which tells me that it's super important. It's surrender your belief in scarcity, or some people say scarcity, right? But it says the universe is asking you to open to the infinite nature of abundance. In this way, you can remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams. Yo, I literally just used that that saying, if I'm not mistaken, in the beginning when I was talking about success beyond your wildest dreams. So that's funny. We got cat hair going on, but that's all good too. So it feels like some of you guys, you know, the limiting beliefs that you are releasing, this card came out, what do you need to release, group number one. Some of you guys have a real bad belief in scarcity. I don't like the word bad, but let's talk about how intense that belief is, right? Or how deep that belief runs for you. Also, surrender comparisons with other people. That's that energy of like, well, these people went about life this way, or they, you know, they pursued life this way, or like, it's giving like some people are, you know, they're prone like the traditional route for college. Like, okay, you go to college after high school, then you go to grad school, you get a good job, you pay back your loans, that's your life, right? You get a retirement with the 401k and a pension, right? But I feel like some of you guys are like, that's not the way that I feel called to do. Maybe you go to school, maybe you don't, but I'm getting heavy energy centered around like career, money, financial stability and security, right? Like pursuing your life path that pertains to, you know, how you also earn I don't even like that phrase, how you also generate wealth and abundance for yourself, right? So this one reads, keep your eyes trained on yourself, focus on your own strengths, attractiveness, and power. So again, not watching or thinking about, you know, what other people are doing, not listening to the comparisons that other people are making for you. Like, well, this is how I did it. This is how your siblings did it. This is how your uncle, your auntie, your mother, your grandfather, whoever, this is how they did it. I feel like you, group number one, you are you, right? And you're like, this is how I'm gonna do it. Like, it's nice that you guys did it this way. Some of you succeeded, maybe some of you didn't. But this is how I plan to go about my life and, you know, my path and my journey. And that's what it's giving at this time. So let's get us into whatever that was. Let's get into some tarot and see what the messages are from your guides. For group one, power one, what needs to be heard, said, and honored? Thank you. For group number one, what is the vibe? What do your guides want you to know at this time? All right, we have the Four of Cups in reverse. Yeah, that's that disappointment. And I feel like the question was, what do your guides want you to know at this time? I feel like they want you guys to know, like, it's time to come out of this energy of looking at the glass. Mercury retrograde, shadow period. Come on now. Of looking at the glass half empty. Maybe you're seeing things as like, you know, I'm not where I want to be. Like, you're almost looking at the negative aspects of your situation right now. You're not focused on the fact that you are stepping out of your comfort zone, that you're putting in that hard work and it is paying off, that things are definitely about to look up for you, right? And also something to be celebrated is you being true to yourself, right? Showing the world the real you. And I feel like some of you guys, again, you're learning who the real you is, what that looks like. The Knight of Cups in reverse. Yeah. I feel like this disappointment energy, it's like it's keeping you from fully pursuing the desires of your heart. King of Pentacles in reverse, which is keeping you ultimately from all the success that you want. Like, some of you guys, it's like you are paving your own way, or you know that you need to, but you haven't fully stepped into the energy yet. With the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, yeah, there's no way. I feel like some of you guys, your guides want you to know, group number one, like, the only way for you to actually flip your energy around and really start seeing the abundance, the success, everything manifest, of course, and you got to kind of start looking at the glass is half full. You got to start looking at Four of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands in reverse. You got to start looking at what it is that you've been holding on to that's keeping you from feeling the most confident about your journey, about your decision. One more card with the King of Wands in reverse. So we have a King and a Queen pair. The King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. The only card that came right side up, or the only two, are the Four of Pentacles and the King of Wands. Your overall energy is the Eight of Cups. So what emotionally, and I was saying with the water bearer energy, like, this might be emotional for you guys. What is it that you need to release? What is it that you need to let go of? Because it does feel like some of you guys have been harboring some negative emotions, negative beliefs about yourself, that not only is it impacting your confidence and your ability to pursue, you know, what it is that you want to do, but it's impacting your abundance, it's impacting your success on the material level. And I feel like your success really comes from following your heart. But if you don't choose to do that, or you don't fully choose to embrace that energy, you're going to be kind of not blocking your blessings, but in a sense, like, delaying your abundance. Let's put it that way, right? Because you can't stop what's meant for you, but you can slow it down, right? With the resistance. Look, Eight of Wands in reverse. You can't block it, but you can slow it down. So group number one, let's pull some self-love, self-care messages for you guys to close out. This is what your guides want you to know at this time. Like, you are on a really good track, and just, you know, keep going, keep embracing you know, what feels good for you. Drink some tea, they said. You know, and continue to embrace who you truly are. Don't allow what other people feel you should be, you know, intervene in what you got going on, basically. What it is that you want to do, who it is that you want to become. All right, for group 1, can we get some self-love, self-care messages for group 1, pile 1? And we got 3. First one out. You guys got create art. So maybe some of you guys, you know, you want to create art and this is like something you want to take seriously, or this could just be something that makes you feel good. It's self-soothing, right? So whatever this is, right, you're needing to dabble in some more art. You're needing to express yourself creatively. Now, you don't necessarily have to be a painter, right? You could be, but art is just any form of creative expression. Maybe you do dance, maybe you make music, right? Maybe you do digital art. Maybe you knit or you make clothes, right? Like whatever your art is, it could be makeup, it could be nails, right? Because I'm looking at her nails and they're low-key fire, right? So maybe it's makeup, maybe it's nails, like whatever your art form is, I feel like the universe wants you to dabble in it. And I literally just heard take it more seriously. So some of you guys, you're pursuing a path, a career of sorts with your art form. Definitely, you know, get into that more. Make an altar. So it's so funny. I've literally been, and this is like a whole sidebar, but I've been considering setting up an altar because, you know, surprise, surprise, your girl doesn't have one. But I've been like, you know, feeling called to do this and like just really create sacred space, right? So some of you guys need the sacred space to connect with your guides. I feel like they will have messages for you, right? Like they will communicate with you. And I just also heard like, you know, they gave me this reminder of stories that I've heard of other people making altars and like offering their guides and their angel stuff. And the guides will accept it and they will literally like bless you with abundance in return. So, you know, get into this altar work, right? Like ask them to bless your business, ask them to, you know, bless your path and the steps that you're taking, you know, even if it may again differ from those around you. And then we have dance. So I was saying some of you guys, your art form is dance, right? If not, you're needing to just dance, move that energy, like, right? Dancing helps to loosen energy. It helps to shake it out, shake it off. If you're needing to release any emotions, dancing can definitely help with that, especially pelvic dancing, because a lot of emotions get stored in the hips. So if you are, you know, a Caribbean god or goddess, you know, moving that waistline, even if you're not finding some sensual movements, I feel like will definitely help you. Let's see what your overall message is. Family. Yo, it's so funny because I thought this card was going to be the family card, the last card that came out. And I was thinking like those shadowy figures in the background of this card might be like some family members. And I feel like this is you just sending love, sending good energy and positivity to your family. Maybe it's hanging out with the family members that make you feel supported, right? Because we have nurturing energy going on. So hanging out and communicating and exchanging good energy with the family members that make you feel heard and seen, make you feel loved, make you feel supported. I feel like that's something you need at this time, because although, you know, not everybody is fond of your particular plans for life or how you plan to pursue life or go about life. I do feel like there are people that are close to you in your corner that can show you love at this time and that can, you know, help you to feel nurtured and to feel supported. So those are the energies coming through for you guys. Group number 1, the Jade Gang. So if you guys vibe with this, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all of the good things. If you guys want to book a personal, hit that link in my description to my website. I definitely have availabilities open right now. I got spots open, you guys. So if you're looking to do that, that's how you get it done. If you're going over to groups 2 or 3, I'll see you there, group 1. But if you're stopping here, I love you so much. Thank you for vibing. And until next time, peace out. All right, group number 2, if you chose the amethyst crystal, let's get into your reading. This is what your guides want you to know at this time. Let's see. What do we want to start with? Let's start with the Sacred Travelers Oracle for you guys. Connecting with the viewers and the selectors of group number 2, the amethyst crystal. Spirit, what do you guys want them to know? What do the spirit guides, ancestors, angels of group 2 want you guys to know? Hold on. Okay, they said take the last 3 that you saw. I'll take them. Passion and pleasure, savor your life, period. So overall, you guys, with this being the energy, I feel like right now is a time where you're needing to, they're saying enjoy all of the steps, enjoy the baby steps, enjoy every step of the journey. I feel like right now your life is meant to be enjoyed. You're meant to be, you know, having fun and like seeing the glasses half full, group number 2, because there's some good things happening in your life. We have choosing your path, all is possible. So right now it feels like you guys want you to know like the world is about to be your oyster. Like there's so many opportunities or like so many different things, avenues that are opening up for you guys. And we have next surrendering to the journey, release control, and then breaking trail of breakthroughs at hand. So it really gives vibes of like just go with the flow, go with like, you know, you have again a lot of opportunities getting ready to present themselves to you or that are presenting themselves to you. But you're needing to just go with the flow. Look at this person on the boat, right? Like release control, allow the wave of life to carry you where it needs to carry you, because you're about to have a breakthrough. And I heard the breakthrough that you've been waiting for. So some of you guys have been waiting for your big break number two, group number 2, right? This is what I see coming to you, and your guys want you to know like you're definitely on the right path. And right now, again, like I just feel like it's giving 7 of Cups vibes, like opportunities. The world is your oyster. You have so many different avenues that you could pursue, or like, you know, anything's possible for what it is that you see for yourself. And I'm hearing sky's the limit. So it's like, don't even limit yourself by saying, you know, I want this, this, and this, because I feel like what the universe has for you is so much more abundant, so much more prosperous than what it is you could ever conceive in this now moment, right? All right, period. Group 2. Let's see, what else is it that your guys want you to know? Connecting with the energy and the viewers of group number 2. Power number 2, it needs to be heard, said, and honored for the viewers of group number 2. Power number 2, the amethyst crystal for group number 2. What needs to be heard, said, and honored? Connecting with the spirit guides. Work through your fears. Connecting with the spirit guides of group 2, power 2. What needs to be heard, said, and honored? Connecting with the spirit guides of group number 2, power number 2. Oh my gosh. Let me just fix this, you guys. Y'all know the Virgo nature has to take over. Connecting with group number 2, surrender to the divine. Ooh. Surrendering to the journey, surrender to the divine. Like all of this surrender energy, it's giving. Give it to God. The back of the deck energy for you guys. I'm going to shuffle it up again. For group number 2, what is the overall energy for group 2? Look at the bigger picture. So it definitely feels like, again, like that whole energy of like the world being your oyster, that whole energy of like you having like so many options available to you, and that like anything's possible, and like what you think you want, the universe has something so much better in store for you. I feel like some of you guys are needing to look at the bigger picture. And this is full moon in Sagittarius, right? So full moons represent cycles of releasing. So group number 2, I feel like your guides also want you to release like maybe any limiting beliefs that you have that are keeping you from looking at the bigger picture. Like some of you guys, maybe the fears that you have about like, you know, things being possible for you, or like you being able to accomplish or like get certain things done, or like, you know, going in a certain direction, maybe needing to control the direction that you're going in, right? Because you have fears like if you don't go this way, that life is not going to go the way that you want it to, or you're not going to get the things that you want. I feel like the universe is getting ready to bring you, they're even giving me, right? Like group number 2, remember I was saying like the things you want, like scrap that, right? Because what you think you want in this moment, you have no idea what the universe is about to give to you and like gift you with, right? I even feel like the way that you think is the path to get that. They're even saying scrap that, right? Like surrender to the journey, because you don't even know what the journey is going to look like. You're trying to, I feel, control or plan the journey, group number 2, but the universe wants you to more or less like just surrender to the divine, surrender to what is, go with the flow of where life and the universe is carrying you, and you're going to see this breakthrough come through a little bit sooner than you think, and in a way that you don't also expect. I like that. I like that, group 2. Okay, so hold on. Let me take a little drink of this smoothie. Hold on, group 2. It's giving breakthrough. We love it. We love it. Okay. So for you guys, group 2, connecting with the energy of group 2, the viewers, the watchers, spirit. What messages do you have for the group through the group through the group 2 viewers? I was thinking group 3 and 2 at the same time. The group 2 viewers, my nose. What messages are coming through for group number 2? Libra, I balance. Oh. Any more messages for group number 2? Scorpio, I transform. Ooh. Black Moon, Lilith, mystery. Oh. Overall energy is 12th house, escape. Oh. So it's so funny with this 12th house escape. I almost feel like some of you guys are almost looking to maybe escape certain things that are going on in your life right now, or like looking, it's giving again like looking at the glass is half empty. And I feel like when it comes to savoring your life, like some of you guys are like, you know, I just want to get out of this situation. I just want to get out of whatever this is, or I just want things to go my way. I almost feel like some of you guys are needing to, again, just surrender to the journey of how things are playing out for you, because they're needing to play out in a certain way for that reason. Some of you guys are not, again, you're not happy with maybe where you are or with the path that life has chosen for you, or like your guides have chosen for you, or the path that you find yourself on, let's say. Again, like that escape energy is like, you know, I need to be doing something other than what I'm doing now. I need to be somewhere other than where I am now. I feel like some of you guys are needing to release the control, allow things to flow for you. This Libra, I balance, your guides want you to know that there is a need to find some type of balance within. Libra is an air sign, so you guys might be needing to balance like your thoughts, right? Balance like impulsive decision making is what I'm also feeling, because sometimes when you have fear coming through, and we have new moon in Scorpio, with Scorpio I transform, sometimes when you have fear coming through, it can definitely alter how you make decisions. You can make decisions based on fear. I feel like finding balance at this time will help you to make more evenly kilted decisions. And we got sirens outside as I'm saying that. With Scorpio, I transform is giving vibes of like your guys want you to know that this is a transformational time for you right now. Especially the more you go with the flow, the more you surrender, the more you will find yourself transforming on the inside. You will find yourself, you know, seeing transformations externally from you, right? Like as within, so without. But I do feel like there's so much mystery surrounding your path right now. There's so much mystery surrounding, you know, where you are in life right now, where the journey's bringing you, what the path or the journey's gonna look like, you know, when the breakthrough is gonna come through. I feel like there's so much, or so many elements of like the unknown. And it's meant to be that way, group 2. Like, it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But before we get into tarot, let's look into the surrender deck for you guys and see what it is that your guys want you to release at this time. So connecting with the energy of group number 2, pile number 2. Well, there were no piles, but crystal number 2, the amethyst. What needs to be heard, said, and honored for group number 2? What do they need to release, Spirit? What do you want them to release at this time? Surrender to passion. So we have passion, pleasure, savor your life. And I was telling you guys, it's this energy of like needing to, you know, enjoy the journey for what it is, enjoy the baby steps, surrender to the good things that are happening in your life right now. It says, get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Focus on the people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. So all of these energies of just like letting things flow. My throat chakra sounds like it's about to give out, you guys. Oh my God. Mercury retrograde shadow period. It is what it is. I'm going to take this one because I like the energy that it's giving. Surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. And then we'll pull, we'll shuffle to get the overall energy for you guys. But this one says, let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar through life. So I almost feel like for you guys, you may have some fears that stem from the past that create like a lot of outdated beliefs that you have about yourself at this time, which could be why maybe you're doubting your journey, why you are, you know, questioning it so much, or why you're so uncomfortable with maybe the lack of clarity you have at this time, or, you know, being uncomfortable with surrendering, releasing control. But I do feel like those outdated beliefs are something that Spirit wants you to let go of at this time, because your past is not doomed to repeat itself, group number 2. If there's a path that you're on and there's something you're pursuing, I don't feel like your past is coming back around to haunt you and you're going to get the same outcome. But the more you surrender to your passion, the better off you will be. Because I feel like some of you guys staying stuck in these outdated beliefs is just going to create more negativity, or just delay, you know, or not even delay it. It feels more like cause resistance on the journey, or resistance to the journey, right? The outdated beliefs are causing you to view the situation as like the glass half empty kind of vibe. And I feel like the universe, your guides, really want you guys to transform those energies, right? Overall, we have for you, surrender worry. Make a commitment to not lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body. Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that spirit is guiding you always. So again, emphasis on guiding you, like you're being led somewhere, the path, the journey that you are on. It's where you're meant to be. And I feel like those limiting beliefs that you have, whatever they may look like, you know, love is hard to find, it's hard to make money, you got to slave and hustle to make money, you know, my business, all business, like 80% of businesses fail within the first year, like all of these limiting beliefs, whatever it is that you have, I'm never going to be able to relocate and move into my dream home, I'm never going to be able to take that vacation, like certain things. I just feel like you guys are maybe programmed by your past, or you're like, you know, trying to break free of the energy from your past, which are just creating fearful stories in you about where you're heading. And because you don't have a lot of clarity about where you're going, I feel like your guides they're just wanting to confirm for you, like you are on the right path. But this is how you make the path a little bit easier for yourself. Group number 2. We got the King of Cups. We like him with the 9 of Wands. It's giving struggle city, like. With the Queen of Pentacles, we love her. We love her. Temperance, the 7 of Wands in reverse. Let's get one more card for you guys. And the 4 of Cups. That's that glass half empty kind of vibe. And look at the 7 of Wands. Wrong ones. This is the 7 of Wands. 7 of Swords in reverse. Right side up. It's reverse here. I'm all over the place, you guys. 7 of Swords here, 7 of Wands in reverse here. So your overall energy is like giving self-sabotage. And that's what I was saying, like you guys being in your, you know, fearful energy, you know, believing outdated beliefs about yourself, seeing the glass is half empty when it comes to your life right now, your journey, where you're at. This is all, you know, acts and forms of self-sabotage. I see you guys here wanting to really act from your heart space and really wanting to maybe take action towards something that makes you feel good. This is like, you know, taking action towards your passions, or at least the things that bring emotional wish fulfillment. And I feel like your past struggles are kind of blocking you from really being able to fully bring in the abundance that you want, or fully trust the process, or feel grounded and stable in the process. But I feel like that's why the Temperance card is here. You're needing to bring some balance to this energy, right? Like if you're having ideas about, you know, what it is that you want for yourself, trust that the universe can and will bring this to you, because I do feel like some of you guys are guarded. And the universe right now wants you to drop your guard, because all this is stemming from like that glass half empty kind of vibe. It's like, I can't trust that good things are happening. I can't trust that things are going my way, because at the end of the day, I've been through a lot in my past. You know, I've been through failure. I've been through heartbreak. I've been through betrayal. I've been through, you know, financial hard times, whatever this looks like for you. And I just feel like there's a need for you guys to really trust that stability is on its way to you, to trust that the universe has something for you. It's like literally the universe handing you an opportunity for some type of emotional wish fulfillment, right? Some passion, some pleasure, some bliss. And some of you guys are like, can I trust that? I don't know. I'm gonna sit here and look at it for a little while. You know what I'm saying? But it definitely boils down to you guys learning to go with the flow, surrendering to God, to spirit, surrendering worry, surrendering fear, right? Surrendering to the journey, enjoying your life for where you are and what it is that you have. Because I do feel like, again, the more you guys get into that energy, the more the breakthrough kind of speeds up for you guys. The energy gains momentum, and we have that right here. The energy is gaining momentum right under. Look at the bigger picture. So group 2, like this is what it's giving. Let's get some self cards, self-care cards for you guys, and we will close out and see what spirit wants you to do right now in order to bring, you know, some love and some TLC to yourself. especially being on your journey, right? Like life is not always easy, but there are always ways that we can love on ourselves and make ourselves feel better, make ourselves feel more connected, or just beneficial things we can do to take care of ourselves at this time. So connecting with the viewers of group number 2, Spirit, what do you recommend that they need to do at this time? Connecting with the viewers of group 2, what do you recommend that they need to do at this time? All right, we have connect with fire. Now, I want to show you guys something. We got connect with fire, and then we have savor your life. And do you see like the synchronicity here? First of all, both of these cards are purple, but we have fire, the element here, where I feel like it's about really connecting with the energy of passion, fun, joy, right? Maybe even like-minded individuals, having good times with people around you, right? Like learning to enjoy your life and the journey for where it is and where you are and what you have and what you're about to receive. And just connecting with that energy of fire, I feel like is so important for you guys in group number 2. Make an altar. So I feel like it may be in group number 1 that got this as well, but I feel like your guides are recommending that you definitely, create some sacred space to, not just connect with them, but to really connect with your own spirit, with your higher self, right? Like, even if you have like a little table, you put a candle, you put a feather or something that represents the air, put some water, like a bowl or a vase. You put, what else am I missing? Maybe like some flowers or like some herbs or something that represents like the earth. And you get to the elements, you get to connecting. Emphasis on the fire. Some of you guys need a couple candles on your altar, right? Connecting with that fire energy. One more card for group number 2. What needs to be heard, said, and honored? One more card for group number 2. What needs to be heard, said, and honored, Spirit? Thank you so much. Whoa, that was more than one. What does group 2 need to hear? How can they love on themselves at this time? For group 2. Drink tea. Oh my God, it's my favorite thing to do. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. You guys can also put tea as an offering on your altars, right? Like find out like, who your guides are, or like if you're connecting with any deities and you want to make an altar for them, you can find out like what herbs vibe with that energy, and you can make teas out of it and offer it to them as well. But for my native tea drinkers, right, I feel like tea is something that maybe soothes you, right? It's like tea time maybe makes you feel good, or maybe you're just needing to drink more tea. It's good for your digestion, right? But I do feel like it's something that will bring you some, I heard some of you guys are needing to drink more tea. So maybe you drink tea, but you need a little bit more. Like there's a reason why you're needing to take in the yummy goodness that tea has to offer, the benefits of certain herbal teas and stuff like that. And connect with crystals. So I like this because we actually have some amethyst here. We got some pyrite. We got some pistachio calcite. We have amazonite. We got some up here too. I got some on, but I do feel like for you guys in group number 2, connecting with crystals and doing some energy work, that definitely might be something beneficial for you, especially working with crystals that help to clear away negative energy, crystals that help you to feel more peaceful or like serene, crystals that help you to feel more trusting, right? Like, which is just working with the heart chakra. But I feel like working with crystals for you guys would be really beautiful, because the energy, it would help to, I don't want to say resolve the worry. The worry can be resolved only by you. Oh God, group 2, here we go. The worry can only be resolved by you, but I do feel like it will make it an easier time as you are navigating your path, right? Things like that. So group 2, this is what I have for you. Thank you guys so much for vibing. If this made sense for you, if this hit different, if this made you feel like, you got some clarity now, you can proceed forward, definitely comment below, like, share, subscribe, all of the good things. If you're looking to book a personal as well, the link is down in my description. You can click that, head over to my website, and then do what you do. For those of you heading over to group 1 or group 3, I will see you there. But if you're stopping here, group number 2, thank you so much for vibing. I love you, and peace out. Group number 3, the last but certainly not least of the groups. Let's get into it. If you chose Moonstone, let's see what messages your guides have for you. Spirit, connecting with the viewers of group 3, there were no pals, but group 3, crystal 3. What messages are coming through for the viewers of group number 3? What do they need to hear at this time? For group number 3, what do they need to hear at this time? For group number 3, connecting with all of the viewers for group 3. What do they need to hear at this time? For group 3. Rejuvenating rain, clear the past, heal the present. Whoa, group number 3. So Spirit says it's time to do some healing. It's time to do some releasing of the past, right? Out with the old, in with the new. For group 3, unknown territory, you are exactly where you need to be. So we got confirmation coming through for you guys, group number 3. And let's get one more card. For group 3, what else needs to be heard, said and honored? Spirit, thank you so much. Navigating by the stars, follow your bliss. Ooh. So we got messages coming through for you guys. Overall, watching clouds, lie back, rest, relax. This is kind of going hand in hand with this rejuvenating rain, clear the past, heal the present. I feel like some of you guys need some time to sit back, relax, and just sit with self. Maybe even sit with your emotions at this time, because some of you guys might be going through I don't want to call it a hard time, but you might be going through a time where things are foggy, things are unclear for you, and you may not know exactly what's going on in your life. You don't know if you're on the right track. You don't know if you're on the right path. Well, let this be some confirmation for you guys, right? Group number 3, you are exactly where you need to be is what this card says. So your guys want you to know, like, wherever you are in this now moment, as you are watching this video, is exactly where you need to be, right? Like, there's nothing that you're needing to do differently. There's nothing that you should have done differently. I feel like I'm tapping into, like, I don't want to say regret, but like doubt is what it feels like. It feels like, you know, have I done the right things? Am I on the right track? Some of you guys, maybe you're doing the healing work and it's like, you know, am I doing enough healing work, right? Navigate by the stars, or navigating by the stars, says follow your bliss. I feel like some of you guys right now, the compass that you have to navigate this unknown territory, this unknown place that you are, or these uncharted waters that you're in when it comes to life, the way that you navigate this is with this internal compass known as your emotions, right? Anything that brings up joy and bliss and elation for you, that's the direction you want to head in. So if there is something like, you know, a person you're connecting with, an opportunity that you're, you know, experiencing, something you feel called to do, and it brings up a lot of joy and a lot of excitement for you, group 3, then that is where you need to go, in those directions, right? And keep doing that, and before you know it, you will end up exactly where it is that you're looking for, or in a place that just feels really good to you, right? Like, even if you don't have a clear trajectory in mind, it's like, okay, I know I want to be happy. So you might just find that you end up in like one of the happiest places that you could be for yourself, right? Follow your bliss, trust the divine plan, even if you're in unknown territory, even if you're in uncharted waters right now, even if life looks a little foggy or cloudy to you right now, right? Sit back, rest, relax, chill. It's so funny. We have cleansing waters here. Purification activates vibrant life force. So lots of water energy, rejuvenating rain, cleansing waters. So it definitely feels like there's an element of and distant thunder with clear the air, and under that infinite abundance. So it definitely feels like the abundance is on the way for you guys, but I do feel like there are some emotions that you're needing to navigate. Some of you guys could be in unknown territory when it comes to like your emotional makeup. Maybe you're dealing with, like, you know, emotions that you've never had to process or cope with before. Maybe something has happened recently, but your guides want you to know, like, first of all, you're on the right track. Anything that's coming up for you is something that's meant to come up for you. It's something you're meant to be processing. But in order to find your way into a really good space, just follow your bliss, follow what feels good, right? My favorite, or one of my favorite yogis on YouTube, Yoga with Adrienne, she always says, find what feels good. And I love that. So I feel like for you guys, the same applies whether you do yoga or not, right? Like, find what feels good and do more of that. Follow those urges or those sensations, because it's going to lead you right to some abundance, right? It's going to lead you to some good places. Connecting with the energy of group 3, power 3, what are the messages? The end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. So I was saying some of you guys could find yourself in like an emotionally hard time right now, or just an emotionally unclear time. I feel like that cycle is about to come to an end. If you've been dealing with some heavy emotions, you're about to wrap up that cycle. Because I do feel like a lot of you guys in group 3, as I'm talking to you, you've been doing some type of healing work, or you're about to start. But that cycle is going to, it's going to close out sooner than you think. And then we have adjustments are required. So it definitely feels like some of you guys are needing to change maybe the way that you are processing your emotions. Yeah, don't let pride get in your way. Some of you guys, are needing to change the way you're processing emotions. Pride is a really big blessing blocker, right? So in order to clear the past and heal the present, some of you guys maybe have to, go back and maybe have conversations with people. Or if not, then maybe it's a situation where you're needing to maybe acknowledge how you played a role in the situation, right? Like pride might say, well, I didn't do anything wrong, it was all that person's fault. Don't let pride get in your way. If you truly want to heal the present, well, heal the past and what did it say? Clear the past and heal the present. There we go. Sometimes we have to go deeper. We have to be honest with ourselves, and we have to acknowledge, how we contributed to where we are in life right now, right? Like if you're in unknown territory, maybe, it's time to take a look at how you manifested the reality that you're in while you're in the state of whatever this is for you, right? Whether it's emotional unknown territory, mental unknown territory, or physical unknown territory. Maybe you're in like a whole new, location, environment, or life just feels really different externally, right? But regardless, I feel like that don't let pride get in your way. It's time to go back and release things from the past where pride has stopped you from doing that before. Maybe for some of you guys, it's about forgiving somebody and you're like, I don't feel like they deserve my forgiveness. That's pride, right? Like we all deserve forgiveness. We all deserve a fresh start. We all deserve love unconditionally, right? No matter what we've done, I don't think anybody is beyond forgiveness. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't honor the ways in which you've been hurt, or the ways in which you've been, dealt with negatively, or the ways in which you've experienced negativity. But it's not, I don't feel like if this is tied to a person, I don't feel like you're meant to hold on to the resentment or hold on to, like the pain of the past. Connecting with the energy of group number 3. It needs to be heard as an honor for group 3. The Moonstone choosers, we got Gemini, I think. Card number 1 and 5, which is 6, with second house owning. Ooh. And then we have Pisces, I believe. Ooh. Okay. Overall energy, air element communicating. So I was saying some of you guys, it might require a conversation to be held with somebody from the past, or like just to clear the air, because I definitely saw that. Where was that card? Distant thunder, clear the air. And I was saying it might be some conversations that need to be held. Group number 3, I'm gonna keep saying it because I feel like some of you guys need to have some clarifying conversations with people. But for some of you guys, it's just about communicating with yourself. It's just about communicating maybe even differently with yourself, right? Because the way you think and the way you speak to yourself is what's going to contribute to you, like having abundance in your life. I just saw that infinite abundance pouring into your life card. So some of you guys, group number 3, you're right on your way to what it is that you want for yourself, right? Navigating by the stars, following your bliss, following maybe your calling. But some of you guys, I feel like when it comes to how you think and when it comes to how you speak to yourself, you're needing to maybe do some changing, or you're needing to have more faith. You're needing to tap more into your imagination, because I feel like there's some things that you guys want for yourselves, and Spirit is letting you know at this time, the tongue twister, at this time, group number 3, that you guys can have it, be it, do it all, right? If you just believe it. And I feel like some of you guys, in your mindsets and in your internal communication, your internal dialogue, the way you speak to yourself, it doesn't necessarily reflect what it is that you say you want for yourself, what it is that you want to have in your life. Let me give you an example. If you say, I want, oh my God, they just brought me back to this, don't let pride get in your way. So if you're saying to yourself, I want peace, I want love in my life, I want, abundance of healthy connections. First of all, how's your connection with yourself? But second of all, how's your connection to people in your past, right? Like, that card is not here. There was a card in my mind just now about the bridge. Yeah, no, it's not out, you guys. There was a card in my mind just now about the bridge, but like I was thinking about burning bridges. Like, are there any bridges that you can reconcile, that you can still salvage, right? Where you can maybe just cross the bridge and not have to burn it after you're done. Are there any conversations that you need to go back and give some love to, or people that you need to communicate lovingly to, is what I'm trying to say, right? Like, some of you guys are asking for things that you could have if your pride wasn't getting in the way. Some of you guys want friendships. Maybe you could have beautiful, soul ties with people from your past that maybe there was a misunderstanding or some miscommunication, stuff like that. But it does really feel like going back to clear the air of the past in order to have a lot of abundance pouring into your life right now. And then also twofold with that energy, as far as like communication and thinking and internal dialogue, how you speak to yourself on a daily basis, the love you give to yourself, the connection and the relationship you have with yourself on a daily basis. That also should improve, right? With adjustments are required, there are changes that need to be made. And it's up to you to do it, group number 3, you know what I'm saying? But this is what your guides want you to know. This is what they got to say. All right, hold on. Let me take a drink of my smoothie because it's been sitting here. She's probably getting all watery and she's probably hot. I bodied, I'm not gonna lie. I be making the smoothies, you guys. Listen, I be making the smoothies. Okay, that was a whole sidebar. Group 3. Let's see what it is that you guys need to release at this time. What Spirit wants you to know that you need to surrender at this time, connecting with the viewers of group number 3. What needs to be heard, said, and honored. Surrender your fear of intimacy. Ooh, so let me find out you guys been pushing people away because you're scared to let people get close. Hold on. So this says you are ready to let love in, compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. So that's what I was saying. Some of you guys, like, you know, you're manifesting this abundance of like love and healthy, you know, partnerships and friendships and family ties and whatever else around you. But you are, you know, still at odds with maybe people from your past, stuff like that. And under this, we have a time to give rather than take. So I definitely feel like this is about you giving some good energy to your situation, to your scenario, and kind of resolving some of those old energies. I'm telling you guys, it's giving, you know, you need to have a conversation. It's giving, some of you guys have been scared to have a conversation because you have a fear of intimacy, right? There's this fear that if you let people get too close, they could do damage. And I feel like your guys want you to know, first of all, that's a fear that you need to let go of because it's acting as a blessing blocker. But I also, in my advice to you guys, right, you can only be as hurt as you allow yourself to be. Especially if you involve yourself in connections where there's like more attachment than anything else. That's like it's like a setup for failure almost. Like when you go into a situation with another person and there's attachment involved, that's you kind of expecting something to stay around for a long period of time. And there's no set amount of time that anybody or anything is meant to stay in our lives, right? If you go into every connection with every person from the standpoint of like, you know, I'm enjoying this for what it is for however long it's here. And when it's gone, that means that there's another experience waiting for me and I'll be on to that at whatever point in time in my life, right? I feel like you'll have a more successful outcome. You'll be able to have more blissful and joyful experiences, and you will not so much have to think about the fear of like letting somebody get close to you and them being able to do damage, right? But let's see. Connecting with the energy of group 3. What else do they need to surrender to at this time? Surrender your desire to control people. Being over controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. So group number 3, it definitely feels like some of you guys are having some issues with people in your life. This fear of intimacy and your desire to control people are definitely interconnected, right? Usually when people have a fear of intimacy, what they do when they do let people in is that they have this energy where it's like, okay, I have to control the narrative. I have to control what's going on. I have to set standards that this person has to abide by, because if they don't, then my fear of getting hurt will come up. And we don't want that. We don't want to deal with that, right? I feel like your desire to control people was just a defense mechanism that says, I don't want to get hurt. Some of you guys have been hurt in the past, and that's what you're needing to heal as well. It's not just about going back in time and, you know, clearing the air and having certain conversations with people. Maybe you need an inner conversation with yourself again, maybe to face the role in which you've played in some connections and some things that have happened in the past, right? And how you contributed to that, but also just to kind of go back and fully face and cope with the loss of some people, or like just how some people maybe have betrayed you, or like, you know, did you dirty, or whatever the negativity was that you feel like you experienced in that energy or those experiences from your past. Group 3, overall, surrender your belief in scarcity. Scarcity is that energy of there's not enough to go around, whether there's not enough love, there's not enough money, there's not enough food, there's not enough resources, whatever this is. So it says, the universe is asking you to open to the infinite nature of abundance. In this way, you can remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams. So group number 3, I definitely feel like maybe there's a belief in scarcity that, like, you know, there's not enough good people in the world, right? Like, I always seem to connect with the people who are bad because there's more of those than there are good people, and good people are hard to find, whether it's you know, good relationships or good friendships or good family situations, whatever this is. But they're bringing me back here for a second. Your guys want you to know, like, this situation that you're going through with, like, not being able to trust people or let people in, you're getting ready to wrap that up. The healing work that you've been doing, or the healing work that you're about to start doing, that's about to really kind of reestablish some new foundation for you, especially on like an emotional level. My throat chakra sounds like it's about to give, you guys. I have no time for this. It is what it is. Let's get into it. Connecting with the energy of group 3. What do your guides want you to know at this time? For group 3, the viewers, the watchers, the seekers. Group 3, what do your guides want you to know at this time? For group 3, power 3, what do your guides want you to know at this time? All right, we got the 4 of Pentacles, Libra. Oh my God, I always call this card Libra. Justice card, which is ruled by Libra, in reverse. The 8 of Pentacles. Okay. The Page of Swords. Yeah. And it's in reverse. Any more messages for group 3? 3 of Pentacles, friendship card, collaboration card. It's so funny because we have literally Pentacles out, and then the Swords card, which is that Gemini energy, that air element energy. Knight of Pentacles. So more Pentacles here. So some of you guys could be earth signs in group number 3. Like, I'm just picking that up as well. But what I'm seeing for you guys is that with this Knight of Pentacles, it's giving like slow and steady wins the race. Right now is a time where you are, you know, recollecting yourself. You're regrouping, regathering yourself. You're doing some healing work. I feel like whatever it is that you're working towards, it's been a slow process for you, but it is bringing you somewhere, right? Like, again, like if you've been doing the healing work and you feel like life is not getting better, you are right where you need to be. And I feel like you are eventually going to be finding your way, even though you're navigating through something that feels unfamiliar or something you don't have the most clarity on at this time. But with the 4 of Pentacles being the first card out and the Justice card being in reverse, it feels like the things that you've been holding on to, group number 3, those are the things that are causing the imbalance for you when it comes to like that quote that goes, as within so without, as above so below. The as within so without, it's like your internal world has been filled with a lot of maybe negativity, and so as a result I feel like your external world has been filled with negativity as well. Also, I'm getting like some of you guys, you may have been making certain decisions from an imbalanced place, or like making imbalanced decisions because of the things that you've been holding on, and they just said because of the pain that you've been holding on to. So I feel like your pain has been influencing you to make certain decisions that they're not bringing you balance into your life. And this is what you're needing to work on. This is the adjustment that is required, right? Being able to let go so that balance can be found in your life. Because I feel like some of you guys, you've gone no contact with some people, or again, these are people that you've just cut yourself off from. And I feel like it's because you didn't really know a better way to go about the situation. Maybe this is your natural defense mechanism. Like when things get shaky, or things get rocky, or things get uncomfortable, things get painful, things start to feel negative, you shut down and you stop talking to people, or you ghost people, or you remove your energy. And it does feel like there's resentment there. Like, to me, the Page of Swords in reverse is like petty, almost like salty energy at times, especially when it comes to like how you think about things and how you think and speak. Well, not really speaking, but more or less like a mental energy, like how you think about things. And so, especially with the Gemini, I was saying, like, what is your internal dialogue? What is your internal thought process like, right? So some of you guys, because of what you're carrying, it's affecting even the way you think and like your ability to level up your mental awareness, it feels like. But right now, you guys are in the perfect position and like perfect space to kind of reestablish like a foundation for yourself. And also, I feel like to connect with people who are like-minded, people who you can begin to grow with and build with, whether these are people from your past that you are hashing things out with, or these are new people who you're aligning with as you're doing the healing work and you're clearing out old energy and creating room for new energy, right? But whatever this is, I feel like you're about to start really coming into alignment with people who I don't know, just make you feel seen, make you feel heard, people who are trustworthy, people who are aligned with good intentions, people who have, you know, stuff to bring to the table, because maybe again you're looking to manifest certain things, and maybe you have a vision, or you have, like, you know, something that you've been wanting to manifest, something you believe in. And I feel like you're about to meet people who can either help you with this, or people who just add fuel to your fire, right? Like supportive individuals, like-minded individuals, and things like that. People, again, who are trustworthy. They're giving me like extra emphasis on that, because I feel like group number 3, you may have dealt with people who, like, again, like they just didn't have your best interest at heart in the past, or it seemed that way, right? So we're gonna close out group number 3 with some self-care cards and see how you can love on yourself, what Spirit wants you to know at this time. Connecting with the energy of group 3, pile 3, the Moonstone choosers. What is the self-care advice for group number 3? How can they love on themselves at this time? Meditate. Ooh, so clearing out some of that foggy energy within, right? For some of you guys, the meditation will help you to get clear on some of the things that you're still dealing with from your past, because a lot of times in meditation, as you're trying to quiet the mind, what you often hear come up are the things that have been suppressed, right? And that just are fighting to be heard. And it's only when you quiet your mind that you're actually able to hear them. Interesting. Let me show you guys what I'm seeing real quick, right? So you see how there's a spiral from her third eye to the sun, and the sun is like that source of healing, that source of vitality, that source of like expansion and growth and just like abundance. And I feel like some of you guys are, you know, meditating again to clear your mind. And remember, I was saying it's like you haven't been able to level up in terms of your like your mental awareness. I feel like that's about to change, or it is changing if you guys have already been doing the work, because again, the end of a tough cycle is approaching. So take that as food for thought. You guys have alone time. So some of you guys are needing to spend some time alone. You're needing to just, you know, indulge. Some of you guys need to go by water. Some of you guys need like a spiritual bath. Some of you guys just need alone time where you can go through your emotions, because that's what water also symbolizes, right? Purging those heavy emotions. Remember, rejuvenating rain and cleansing water. So all of this watery emotion, some of you guys need alone time just to, you know, find the balance. And it was so funny. This is card number 2, and she's doing like a perfect hula hoop kind of vibe, which requires balance. And she's doing it on a rock in the middle of the water. So that definitely requires balance. Some of you guys are going to be reestablishing your balance, or you need to, and like, you know, some well-deserved time alone. Last card out for group number 3. Music. I love to see it. So group number 3, some of you guys need to indulge in some feel-good music, some feel-good vibes. Maybe this is how you connect with your emotions through music, or maybe this is just what makes you feel good. Is something that, you know, creates a sense of like joy and bliss. Maybe you create music, maybe you dance to music, or maybe you just like vibing to music, right? But I do feel like, you know, there's something about music that's healing for the soul that definitely can have an effect on you when you are going through a tough emotional time. And we have soak in a bath, and I was telling you guys with this card, like some of you guys is giving you need a bath, like you need to soak in that spiritual energy to really deal with your emotions. Connecting with water is like probably one of the best ways, in my personal experience anyway, right? I even like to journal by water, like take nice showers and just like kind of like sit in the water and like, you know what I'm saying? So for you guys, a nice spiritual bath, you could light some candles, you could get some crystals, right? Throw some herbs, some flowers in that water, some essential oils in there. If you had a bath bomb, use that joint, right? Like whatever this is, get yourself in a bath. You guys don't laugh at me, right? But let me share a little something. So I'm a Virgo sun. And I'm also a germaphobe, so let me tell you, I clean my bathroom on the regular, but I literally buy bath filters, not filters, like bath liners for my tub. If I'm gonna soak in that tub, I cannot touch the actual surface of the tub. It's not the tub itself that skeeves me out. It's the drain. So for some of you guys, it's just food for thought, right? Like if you don't like taking baths for that reason or for any other reason, sorry you guys, my alarm went off, but I was saying get you some shower liners, you know what I'm saying? Some tub liners. Like, I don't know if you guys are like me or not, but I'm telling you, like for me, I love a bath. I just can't do it in the tub without the line. Like, I don't know. It's a thing. I'm working on it, you guys. Like, I know germs are not they're not my mortal enemy, but you can't tell my ego that. Like, my ego's like, we're not doing that. No. That was a little sidebar. But you guys, group number 3, I hope you enjoyed your reading. This is what I have for you. This is what Spirit wanted you to know. Comment below, like, share, subscribe, all the good things. If you guys are looking to book a personal with me, hit the link in my description. And that'll bring you to my website. You can do what you need to do there. If you guys enjoyed this, share this with a friend, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, let them know. Spirit got messages for them too. And if you guys are going over to either groups 2 or 1, I will see you there. But if you're stopping here, thank you so much for vibing. I love you. Peace out.